What's good, YouTube? The Media Vendors are back again with another episode of Ranked. This episode is going to be a little bit different. As some of you guys know, baseball season is finally back. Just this last weekend, we started seeing our very first MLB games of the year, and I am super excited. Some people might know that I'm a very big baseball fan, big Oakland A's fan. I played a little bit of baseball in college, so baseball is super important to me, and I'm very happy to have baseball back. With that, this episode of Ranked will be listing which superheroes I would want on my team if I were making a superhero baseball squad. When making this list, I'll be judging each player based on how good I think they'd be at baseball. There's a couple rules I've laid out for myself. Personally, I'm not going to choose anyone off of any magic-based abilities. I just want some pure athletes. Now, if you have a superpower that gives you a better physical ability, such as super speed or super strength, I'll leave that in, because that's just part of your physical skill set. But no magic, no laser beams, no heat vision, you know what I'm talking about. And my second rule is no supervillains. So sorry, Thanos, I know you have pretty good accuracy with your arm, but you are not allowed. This is a superheroes only team. But besides that, anything else goes. This is my list of who I would want on my superhero team. Coming in at number 9 is Robin. The reason why I would pick Robin is because Robin is a good team player. He's known as one of the best sidekicks of all time. He's pretty agile, he's pretty good with martial arts, so I think he would be good on defense. Probably got some good speed. He's not the most powerful guy, but he does have good bunting skills. And from my experience, coaches love bunting. If you could get down a good bunt, you're automatically the coach's favorite player. With that, Robin's probably a good guy to have in the 9 hole. He'll be really good for turning that lineup over to the top guys, and I just think he'd be a good guy on the team. At number 8, I'm gonna go with Mr. Fantastic. Now, I was either gonna go with Mr. Fantastic or Plastic Man for this list, but Plastic Man sucks ass at baseball. Plastic Man could not hit a beach ball into the ocean if he tried. So I'm just gonna give the benefit of the doubt and assume that Mr. Fantastic would be better for the job. I would want Mr. Fantastic on my team to play first base, because everyone knows at first base you gotta get that good stretch. So I think that Mr. Fantastic with his long reach would be great at first base. So just based on his defense alone, I think his powers would help him save a lot of bad throws and dig out balls at first base, so I would just have him at defense, maybe bat him in the 8 hole. At number 7, maybe a surprise pick to some, maybe not, I'm gonna go with Spider-Man. Spider-Man is a good athlete, he has superpowers, super good reflexes, his spidey sense is on point, and I think that'd be very useful on both offense and defense. Spidey sense gives him the ability to have super fast reflexes and kind of detect what's going to happen, which could be super useful in hitting, because hitting is really a guessing game. So he would be able to see the curveballs coming from a mile away, and also on defense he'd have super fast reflexes. But the reason why he's only at number 7 is because in the Ultimate Spider-Man universe, it's pretty clear that he doesn't know jack shit about baseball. When Aunt May takes him to a baseball game, that guy doesn't know anything about baseball, so he's not really a student of the game.
I may not know third base from a 7th inning stretch. What? Was that a good thing? Yeah! Well, unless that's bad. And you're out! Again, that is baseball I'm thinking of, right?
You know, it's shown that he knows a little bit about basketball and football, but when it comes to baseball, it seems like he's not too knowledgeable. Nonetheless, with his reflexes and his skills, he's a smart kid. I think you'd be able to teach him how to play baseball pretty easily. I'd probably have him in the 7 hole. He might not be too valuable of an asset in terms of his baseball IQ, but I think just in pure athleticism, you could probably teach him to be a decent player. That's why I'm gonna bat him 7th and whatnot. At number 6, I'm going to go with the Flash. The Flash is not necessarily known for his overwhelming strength, but obviously he's the Flash. You're here for his speed. He'll steal bags, he'll play good defense in the outfield, so based on his speed alone, he could lay down a bunt instantly safe. He would be a great leadoff guy, great table setter. He probably doesn't have as much power as the guys higher up on the list, but in terms of his reliability and his speed, he definitely makes the list. I'd probably bat him leadoff if anything. At number 5, we're going to get into the heavy hitters here. I'm going to go with Wonder Woman. Yes, Wonder Woman has good power, good speed. Wonder Woman would definitely be a good versatile option on defense and offense. You could bat her any part of the lineup. You could probably play her at any position. And her number 1 skill would be you'll never get finessed by the umpires. Wonder Woman could use her lasso of truth around the umpires to make sure that no one's rigging games and the umps aren't being biased. The umps will always tell the truth. Now, if you get an ump who's stupid like Angel Hernandez, then the lasso of truth won't do anything. But besides that, Wonder Woman, good pick. That's why I'd have her at number 5. At number 4, I'm gonna go with Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is probably one of the most powerful heroes in the MCU. Captain Marvel is a very powerful player. I might put her at third base, maybe catcher. She could hit a lot of home runs, driving a lot of RBIs. I don't think there's too much to talk about here. Captain Marvel, good pick. At number 3, I'm going to go with Captain America. Captain America would be an all-around athlete. He's fast, he has a good arm, he has super strength, he'll hit a lot of home runs, and he's a Yankee fan. He was a big baseball fan before he went into the ice. He was so knowledgeable at baseball that he even remembers a game that he last listened to before he went into the ice. And when Nick Fury was trying to trick him into thinking that he was still back in the 1940s, he remembered the exact game from the radio call that was playing in the room. This shows that Steve Rogers is a student of the game. He really knows the game and is listening and is attentive to the game. And that's one of the best things to have as a baseball player, is to be able to take in the game and understand the game. And he grew up watching some of the best baseball players of all time. So if he is going to be a student of the game, he is a very privileged student of the game, because he was able to watch Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, and all those 29 Yankees. He probably even caught a little bit of DiMaggio's career. He's at number 3, and I was reluctant to put him on this list because, baseball has a lot of steroids controversy, and technically Captain America is on performance enhancers, so that might be a little bit of controversy when it comes to him being on my team, but hopefully we can get around it, and Captain America could make my team, probably be batting number 1 or number 2. Number 2, I'm going to go with Batman. Unlike everyone else on this list, Batman doesn't have any powers, he doesn't have super strength, he doesn't have super speed, but Batman is Batman, okay? Is that all I have to say? Okay, no, but for real, Batman has proved himself to be a very clutch player. When the Justice League International was down in the 9th inning, Batman was able to hit a walk-off grand slam off Lex Luthor, who was cheating with a robot arm. Batman came through with a walk-off home run in the clutch, so Batman is definitely a big-time box office player that you want to have up when the game is on the line. So, Batman is definitely my number 2 pick. At number 1, you probably saw this coming, but Superman. Dude, Superman could definitely just carry the team, man. He'd probably hit a home run every time. He can run around the bases just as fast as the Flash. He could catch everything. Honestly, if he was the only player on the field, we'd probably still win. The only problem with Superman is Superman would be the most intentionally walked player in the history of baseball. The previous record for that was Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds was so good at hitting that people would intentionally walk him with the bases loaded just because they were worried that he would hit a home run. So if Barry Bonds got walked a record number of times, Superman would get walked every time. So really, Superman wouldn't get a chance to hit too much. So that's why it's important to have good teammates, because if you walk Superman, you need the guys after him to drive him in. What can I say? I think Superman would certainly break all the records, home run records, stolen base records, everything. So there's no doubt Superman would be my number 1 pick. So at number 1 and number 2, we have Flash and Captain America, and they'll be setting the table. For Superman, who will be hitting dingers all day at the 3-hole, I'll probably have Superman pitching, because dude, he could probably throw like 500 miles per hour. And that means I probably have to have Captain Marvel catching and also batting 4th right after Superman. So, because I feel like Captain Marvel is the only one on the team who can catch Superman. Everyone else would just get blown away. So, batting 5th, I would have Wonder Woman, hard hitter. If for some reason Captain Marvel and Superman weren't able to clean the bases already, Wonder Woman would be a good threat at the 5-hole. At 6, I would probably have Batman. Batman, good clutch player. If for some reason the big hitters didn't come through, Batman is the guy I would want to drive him home. Batting 7th, I would have SpiderMan. Like I said before, he has good skills, good athleticism, good speed in the 7-hole. But not too experienced, so I wouldn't want him in the high pressure situations, but definitely a good guy to have at the 7th spot. Batting 8th, I'd want Mr. Fantastic. I don't know how good of a hitter he'd be, but he's just a guy to be there, to take the out, maybe take a walk, that kind of stuff. And in the 9-hole, I'm going to have Robin, bat 9th. He's a good double leadoff guy. If you're a baseball guy, you know that the 9-hole is sometimes very important. Robin could get down good bunts. He can bunt for a hit so he can get on, and once the lineup turns over to the Flash, he already sets the table for the rest of the team. That is my baseball lineup. Feel free to leave a comment what your baseball team would be and what positions they would be playing in the comment section below. With that, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, whatever, do all that stuff if you feel like it.